Energetically, this is the home stretch. It feels like April is the point of no return in the highest, best possible way. The angels have come through to talk to us about the portal that is open for us to step into, to this higher place that our souls have been longing for. So let's dive in.
Do you feel the light? Do you feel the light? Do you feel the light coming? Do you feel the light? Do you feel the light? Do you feel the light coming? Do you feel the light? Do you feel the light? Do you feel the light?
I can't wait to bring through this transmission from the angels, but before I do, I have some really exciting news to share. I'm so pumped. Quantum Soul Academy is open officially. You can join and go ahead and check the link below if you would like to come join me in Quantum Soul Academy. The membership portion of this community and this platform is opening. The doors have swung wide open. The portal to Quantum Soul Academy is here. And this is for you if you have been on the spiritual path for a little while and you want to strengthen your intuition, you want to learn how you can receive information for yourself, you want to go even deeper into the quantum realms to understand our energetic history, how the soul works, discover more of who you are at a soul level and how to step into that, and learn more about all of the interworkings of our universe and how it's energetically put together and what all of this means. We're going to dive into all of it. It's an endless pool of discovery that we can go into. So the membership portion is what's open here in Quantum Soul Academy. It's called Soul University, and there are many different tiers that you can join. But depending on which tier you join, you will get every month a channeled teaching from my guides about the universe at large or the soul and how it works. We're going to go quantum here. We're going deep. And then you will get a discovery prompt. This is to give you the tools to dive in and discover the teaching yourself, to discover it for yourself and help offer other pieces that maybe I haven't received. And we can start putting these pieces together with each other. Then after that, I will give you a integration meditation. This is to take the teaching and bring it home to your life and your journey and how that fits in for you so you can do some deep soul discovery about who you truly are and how to step into that more. And at the end of the month, we will get together on a call for a live Q&A and discussion and go even deeper. I will answer questions here. I might even have us tune in with some more specific details. We're going to see what this is together. I'm going to be building this library of information and content as we go along. So join me as I build this library in the membership portion of Quantum Soul Academy. I hope to see you there. And if you're interested about more of what this entails, stay tuned after the video where I want to go into more detail about what Quantum Soul Academy is and how it will help you. With that said, let's dive in and see what the angels have brought through and this amazing time that we are in. Okay, so I'm here in this space that they're showing me, and it's this sparkly blue ocean, almost feels like an island. And immediately my heart is saying, oh, this feels like Lemuria. And they're even showing me creatures swimming in the ocean. As my consciousness lands on like this shore, this dolphin swims up and it brings me immediately into my heart. And I see what looks like mermaids and things like that swimming in the water. And it's this beautiful, light, clear blue, almost turquoise. So they're bringing me into this energy. And it almost feels like some things have been, what is the word? It's not inverted, but there's like a reversal happening a little bit to hide pieces of Lemuria so that they can't be found until we're at this certain consciousness. So the first thing they're showing me is that some of the water in Lemuria has turned into land, and it's like these trees get planted on top of the land and rooted. So then now the land, it's Lemurian land, but the trees, it's like these tall, big trees, almost like redwoods, and it creates a forest. And they're kind of saying it's this type of forest that people will want to come to, but it's like these preserved forests that they won't be cut down. Like there's something about the energy where it's like these won't be touched. and they're protecting the land underneath of it that has like sunken into inner earth. So it's like the water is still there. It's just it's in this inside layer in the earth, or this it's a true earth, like I've mentioned before. And I feel like the same has kind of happened with the water, where it feels like there were smaller land masses or rock that was specifically located and associated with this civilization. And when the darker energies came in, it's like that rock then submerged under the water, and the water is now protecting those land masses or that rock so that it can't be found. So it's like these things have been put in place where it's like Lemuria is still there, but it's not how it normally looked. And the energy is being protected by these other natural things that have been put in place, like trees, land, water, deep water, things like that. So, why is this important? So, they're saying that while all of these sacred sites are great, and we've been talking about them and bringing that forward, there's also sacred land itself. And it feels like a lot of this land, almost like Native Americans, it's like nationally protected or something. There might be certain forests that seem different, like they're not a regular forest. So that's why they're bringing up like sequoias and the redwoods and things like that, where it's like this is a different kind of forest, and it feels like that has forests like that have been put into place because they're actually Lemurian energy. And it feels like a lot of us may be going to this sacred land that has been protected, and we're going to reactivate the energies of this time period and reactivate into the energies of Lemuria. So while you may think that, yes, it's all of these sites like Easter Island and things like that, there's also land that has been put into place. And you'll notice it that the trees themselves, land itself, the energy that you feel when you go there, it's like it is deep with downloads, deep with energetic insights. And you almost leave these areas feeling like you were in a different dimension. There's activation there. There is energy that you're taking in, remembrance. And if you went to these places with intention, you would also come out having a deeper knowing of your soul's memory and its time in these places and the energy that Lemuria had provided, and it still does. So they're specifically showing me these redwood forests in California. I know not everyone lives in the US, but there could be other types of forests elsewhere. They're almost making me feel like it's fairy type energy. So even if, you're in the UK or elsewhere where it feels like, oh, these forests have like legend around them about fairies, I almost feel like they're showing me images as I'm walking through this redwood forest. I'm feeling like there are spirits of the mermaids, the fairies, and this elemental energy that's coming online and coming forward. And it's almost like it's whispering the hidden secrets of the energy in this land and what this land really is and where it came from and its history. And it's bringing forward the memory of this Lemurian energy as well. I feel like these spirits, oh, I'm hearing they're in these places to protect this land. So the elementals, they're almost like these protectors. They live in these different realms, but they're protecting sacred land. So I almost feel like you can go there and connect with them, and they'll tell you about what they're protecting. So it's even people could go to these forests and they're like, wow, I'm so connected to like the fairies or, the dragons. And it's like, well, they're protecting sacred land. And it feels like that's almost a throw off too, of like, we're going to bring the attention to us and our realm so that, you know, the secrets of Lemuria aren't revealed, and then um the governments or whoever aren't trying to come and take over this land. It needs to be preserved. So there's almost this very mystical energy that is also here. So I'm hearing that these elemental figures in the elemental kingdom is like a protective energy as well. And the thing about this elemental energy is it helps bring us into our magic. So places like Lemuria have been made to seem like it's a fantastical place. You know, there are movies like The Little Mermaid. There are so many fantastical types of stories that have been developed in our society and in our world that suggest that places like this aren't real, they are a fantasy. And if you go to this protected or sacred land, it will also be rich with this elemental energy that's going to help bring you into magic and fantasy, which is a real thing. It's going to help you step into, I'm hearing this sixth dimensional energy of um, wonder and fantasy in the sense of anything is possible. And we can really step into the wonder of who we are and what is out there. That knowing it is real, that this energy that I feel, it's very heart connected, it sends me into this place of there's more. I want to discover what's here. And it feels like there's even involvement of our energetic history in this place. So the angels are saying that these fairies in this elemental realm also helps open a portal to connect even higher. So they're bringing us into our magic, our fantasy, our possibility. And once we feel that, that helps open us up to even higher possibility. So the angels are saying that then opens connection to us, to a higher world that we get to step into, to higher ideas and creativity. And it feels like this is what we're starting to open up to. This is why we want to go back to nature. And there's even very specific, again, forms of nature. They keep bringing me to this redwood forest. It feels like um, these very specific, unique forms of nature are the doorway. It's sacred, it's protected for a reason because it is unique, different land. So they're saying this portal is opening right now, and it's not so much a portal as like the portal opens and I feel it widen where it becomes our whole scope. It's not just like this tube that we enter into another realm with. It's like the tube almost pulls you in and then it unravels itself and opens up to lay flat so that then we're on this whole other plane. And the portal is this curiosity. This is why a lot of us may be being sent across the globe um, this year and in the coming years, because we are literally each place is a portal. And as we enter into it and pull that energy in, it again unravels itself and opens up and lays flat so that then it's like we're connecting each of the pieces from all of these sacred sites and sacred land. And it's like we're creating a new map of the world and the universe in a higher dimension. And we're pulling all of that energy in for access. So they're bringing me back to the fairies in this elemental land. And it feels like, you know, they're helping us open up. So it feels like, we're not to just get stuck working with the elementals, even though some of us may have a past life as this, but they themselves, these energies, like I just keep saying the fairies because that's what I keep seeing. But also, if you connect with mermaids or dragons, gnomes, things like that, beings of the land, they are protectors of it, but they are also here to introduce us to the connection between this land and the higher land. And they're opening up all these little like energy. It's like I see all these like atoms and sparkles in the air. And it's like they're refining those and helping people connect to them and like drop them into people's bodies when they go to visit this type of land so that it can open people up to the higher possibility and the higher magic. So the big thing I'm hearing this about this year and the coming years, they're saying 2026 and 27 as well, is if you're feeling called to a certain place, go there and find the way, the time that feels best for you to go, but it's calling you there because you hold a key to open up that place and take humanity through into this portal to open that portal up and make it be the living map now, the living plane that we all exist on. So it's literally like, you know how you roll up a piece of paper and you might look through it? That's almost what the portal feels like. It's like this end would be the third dimension, and when you look through the other side, it's like fifth, sixth into the higher dimensions. And it's like if we traveled our energy up through that rolled up piece of paper and went to the other side, we would then, our energy would exist on that other side, and the piece of paper would unroll itself and lay flat so that that energy that pulled us up into it is now just our existence. Okay, whoa, let's demonstrate this real quick. It was even pretty high concept for me. I'm sure a lot of you are grasping it, but I just want to try and put this into a palatable perspective. So they're saying right now, there's these two planes. One's higher and one is the one that we're on. So we're really in this space where, let me roll this paper up. So I'm taking this sheet of paper and I'm rolling it, and it's creating like this portal. You can see my eye through it, you know? So it's like you can go through this and come out the other side. So right now we're on this plane. Let's say this is the third dimensional world. I'll use my sharp pencil for this one. And on the higher plane, I'll use my universe one, is the land that we're going to, or the space and time that we're going to. So this is like probably New Earth, the higher dimensional fields that we're entering into. So literally, if this is the plane that we're on and this eraser is us, so we're on this plane and we get sucked through this portal, we're going through this portal, we come out the other side, and we're now in this higher plane up here. And what happens is we're up here, and since we're now holding this energy because we've learned everything we needed to on this lower plane, that this portal now goes like this. And it becomes the existence that we're just standing on. So it becomes part of the plane that we're going to. There we go. Okay, and then this plane is just still down here. That doesn't mean other people can't eventually access this plane, but that's just what's opening up for us. The portal is open now. And I feel like it's the energy itself from this plane, like literally reaching down to come grab us and be like, come on, let's go up here. All right, you made it. And like, here we are just dancing around. So the energy portal itself is the energy. It's reaching down, grabbing us, pulling us up to the space, but we have to agree to it. We have to be in this space of wonder like they're talking about, and they're going to go into that even more right now. But like the energy becomes a portal. The plane that we're going to becomes a portal, and then once we move through it, it's like that portal also becomes the energy that we're existing in. It's the new plane of existence. I hope that makes sense, and hopefully it will continue to make sense the more we move through. And it feels like this is what's starting to happen. And I'm hearing April in my head. April is when this starts to come forward. And it feels like we've been building to this energy. They're saying even just tuning into these places will help call you forward into that portal. Tuning in and getting curious about the higher energies and what's available on these higher planes and how everything interworks itself. Moving yourself into those higher portals will then unroll that piece of paper and allow it to become the plane of existence that we are on. So it's all about curiosity. This is what's leading us into this space and creating this new earth and this new existence that we will all be in. And your curiosity, oh, I want to know more about this sacred site. I need to go here. I need to go to the Mayan ruins. I need to go to India or Tibet. I need to go to the places that are there and their sacred sites so I can understand it. I need to go to this forest that is calling me. I need to go to this ocean that is calling me, this island. It feels like it is sacred land. They're coming through and saying, Go there. You are being called there for a reason because it will up your experience of existence. And we're being asked to really trust the calling to go there. Um, we're they're just showing me there are certain places, especially in like the eastern part of the world, where it's like we're unlocking codes from Lemuria. They're showing me these places here. They just lit up. Hold on. I'm really seeing this connective tissue where it feels like Central America down the coast of South America up the coast of California, and then I feel like through the Pacific Ocean into Australia and New Zealand and like the southern part of Asia. And it's like they're saying this is Lemuria, it's lighting back up. So a lot of us may be called to these places to help bring this back online. They're even taking me across the United States and into the eastern part of the US, and I feel like across the pond into the UK and some your like northern European areas, where I feel like there is, I mean, being dropped down on the eastern coast here of the US. It feels like there's some islands here. Um, on that coast just below the US that feel Lemurian as well or associated with it. It's almost like the energy there gets sent even if it's not specifically Lemurian, it's like they're power centers to light up certain areas and sites. They're telling me this is the portal of the rising of Lemuria. We're bringing this energy back online, and we're bringing this higher dimensional information, knowledge, genius that exists, and we are reintegrating it into our bodies. Ooh, they're saying oh, there is no stopping this. We have learned now to go where we are called. Our, oh, chills all over my body. It just feels like there is no stopping this now. We have reached this point where it feels like as we step into April, it's a jump. We are jumping. And it's like there is no going back now, but it's like the final trek to get to these points where I just feel like coming in May, it is like phew, everything just opens up and we are now being sent to places to start unveiling the energy that has been in these sacred sites, in these sacred lands, and it is all coming back online. And they're saying it's not just Lemuria. I feel like there is energy from Native American lands and the memory there and ceremony that has taken place that is coming back online where it has called in higher energies. They're shooting me now down into Central and South America and those civilizations that lived there, that it's bringing all of that energy back up for memory and utilization. That is why many are being called to Egypt and that area because it is bringing it all back up for memory and utilization now. We are reactivating the grid, but we had to get to this point where we have fully stepped into a trusting of ourselves and we can access this higher information now and know it to be real. It's about accessing it within ourselves. This is the point that we needed to get to. And now that we have accessed it within ourselves and we know it so deeply, even if we're still sharpening these tools, it's okay. But we know we have gotten a taste and we know that the more we follow our intuition, the more it shows up for us. And the more we trust, and the more we get into that space, the more it shows up for us. And we are learning now that that becomes physical the more that we follow this too. So we are being drawn to these physical places that we have just mentioned, these physical locations, because it is going to reactivate that memory of trust within ourselves. And we become the portal now into these higher dimensions. And we get to pull in this information for ourselves. The angels are like, we have been watching all of this, and we are so proud of you stepping into this experience. You don't realize how beautiful and massive this is. And there have been beings present. They're just watching all these other higher extraterrestrial beings who are present with us, who are in these spaces, who have been bringing forward information, like the Arcturians. And they're saying, we're watching all of this come together and merge now so that we're all in this same energy. And now that we have experienced the lower and have chosen the higher, it can't touch us. It can't touch this plane. We're not naive anymore. We're not falling privy. We're coming back to, we have learned to trust our intuition and the truth of who we are in the midst of this darkness. And we have pulled ourselves back up to our own truth and essence. Do you feel that? They're just showing me this open plane of, I did it. We did it. We're all here. We're all here. We're all here. It's not about we're all here, it's we're all here. And that creates here. My heart just opened so wide feeling this. They're saying now that we have stepped into this truth and this trust and this activation that is coming online, it's happening whether we go to these places or not. It's happening because we're coming into here, our heart, and we're trusting it. We're trusting the knowings, the feelings, the visions, the downloads, the drop ins, the intelligence that has been opening up inside of us. We're trusting it. Do you feel that? They want you to say, they want you to know, they want you to feel it in your body. I feel it. I have been trusting me in my inner knowing. This is the space we've been needing to get to. We know it so well now. We want you to feel so proud of yourselves. I'm still following that curiosity. And they're showing me this calm existence with this deep, deep bluish purple sky surrounded in this encircled red rock. And it feels like we're all sitting in this energy now of, I trusted my knowing and it brought me here. Ooh, take a deep breath with me. And as we sit in this space of knowing, we now get to have higher connection like we've never known. This is where what we would call, or people call, first contact starts to come in with higher dimensional beings. Because we want to be in relationship with people who understand us. And now we get to be at more of an equal playing field with these extraterrestrial beings like the Arcturians that I channel. It's like we have more of an understanding of who they are now, and they have more of an understanding of who we are because they've been witnessing our journey. We've been sending them the information from our journey. And we get to connect now, and they get to teach us how to step into even more of who we are, of our power and our magic and the gifts that we have, and how to create out this new earth and this new plane into an existence that reflects the truth of who we are. The physical world is a reflection of the stage of consciousness that we are in. It happens for you personally. That's why you may have a different physical experience in your own smaller reality that's around you. But we're still going to experience the consciousness of the earth since we are all one and working as one. And some people may be at different stages in their awakening or not be in it at all, and that's okay. Their learning is still helping and serving the collective as a whole in this whole ascension process. But the more we live from our heart, the more it's going to pull all of us up too. This energy is stronger than that lower energy. It's actually more infectious. And the more that we can live from this space, the more others will want to as well. and they'll want to learn how to be there. We are not just the pioneers to this new earth, creating it, carving the pathway to it. We are stepping now more into our leadership roles. And leadership shows up in many different ways, where we get to be leaders in our power, so we get to collaborate and share with each other. But we are also leaders of compassion, showing other people the way, a leader as a way shower. But we are moving into more and more connection through our heart, through feeling and knowing. We are trusting more in the non-physical experiences we are having than the physical. That's the switch we needed to make. That the non-physical experiences we are having inside of our body will then be reflected in our physical experience. It's almost like, have you ever stood in nature and looked up at the stars in the night sky, and you felt the beauty and the wonder and the possibility of all of the existence that is out there, that each of those stars represent an entire other existence on another planet or another experience in a different space and time? And you felt the wonder and the possibility of the entire universe. And all of a sudden, you see a shooting star. That is your possibility being lit up in the universe. It is the reality and the magic and the wonder that you see being reflected to you. You're in communication with it. And so that star wants to shoot forward to say, yes. You're out at looking at the night sky, and you might see what looks like a ship come forward. A bright light that you're like, this is not a star. I know it is something else. That's you being in communication with the higher possibility and it being drawn to you. It is being reflected as an outer experience because you are experiencing it within. We are stepping more and more into experiencing things non-physically first. It is an energetic experience, a consciousness experience first, and that will then be reflected in our physical reality. You are more in this frame and realm of being than you realize. But we want to bring it forward so you step more into that right now. Let your non-physical experience be your guide. And if the non-physical experience is bringing you into stress or fear, it's showing you you are blocking yourself from something. There's something to look at. A possibility, a piece of magic within you is being blocked from this third dimensional reality. Let's sit with it, let it speak to us, and let's show it the truth and possibility that is really here and present for us. In the month of April, in 2025, we want you to feel more and more like you have made it, that you are stepping more into this possibility and experiencing the portal to this higher realm. We want you to feel that you have made it to this existence, that you are trusting more of your non-physical experience within your body and your heart space. You're going to continue getting in touch with that inner knowing inside of your heart. I know I'm supposed to go here, to this forest, to this desert, to this sacred site, whatever it may be, to this person's house. I know I'm supposed to go there. I don't know why yet. I don't know how it's exactly going to come together, but I'm going to start taking the first step in that direction to make it happen. And I trust that everything else will show up and my reality will be reflected to me by that choice. This is moving into deep trust. This is what the month of April is really about. Moving into that deep trust, knowing that the flow will happen, that we create the physical reality from the non-physical experience within us. The more we become masters of this, the more we understand how creation happens. It's not just a thought first. The thought is a physical experience that is happening inside of your body, which becomes a thought, and then that gets created. It's still all happening from the heart. If the heart is blocked by fear or lack or victimhood or anything of the like, it is going to be created and become a thought and then a physical reality. So start getting in tune, clearing out those kinks. Just because you have the feeling doesn't mean it's then going to automatically be created physically, but the feeling is coming up so that it doesn't become a created reality. I'm showing you this is what you're creating from right now. Let's shift this so we can step into possibility, magic, and wonder. They're making me feel like April, we are rushing towards a goal point. If we were on a race, this is the last leg of the race. Now, of course, in Ascension and our soul's physical journey, there's always a continuation. We're always learning, we're always stepping into the next level, but it really feels like we are hitting this point of next level and no return at the end of April, beginning of May. The shift here is massive. And April is that final stretch to this goal point that we are hitting. And they're saying, don't give up now. Keep coming back into the heart. Keep trusting those inner knowings. Keep following those inner nudges. And if you are feeling confused or afraid or scattered, that is a sign to go in nature, to come back into yourself, that you just need more settling into your body and you need more clarity. You have to get into that centered space, release any of this angst. Nature will help you do that. Giving yourself a little time to breathe, journal things out. Don't rush into anything impulsively. And it's like, it's time to like clear the decks if you're feeling that way. So you can come back into the heart and let it speak to you. If you're feeling anxious or impulsive or like, I have to figure this out, that's a sign to not do anything. It means I need to actually do the opposite. I'm going to slow down. I'm going to calm myself. I'm going to get into nature. I'm going to give myself the space to receive the clarity that I need so I can create the opening to let this knowing drop in, knowing that I am deserving of receiving that. We're focusing our hearts on this forward trajectory of I am trusting my inner knowing and letting it carry me forward. It's almost like we're taking our SATs into this initiatory process. For those who aren't part of the US, it's like this final initiating exam of, all right, I'm going to keep showing that I am focused in this direction so that everything can get me to this goal point to get to the next level. Just know you are already at this point of the deep inner knowing. April is about maintaining it. I'm going to maintain the knowing that is in my heart. And if I get overwhelmed, it just means I have to come back into a space of openness so that I can receive clarity. I need to let things go. I need to clear the space. And I come back into my knowing. It's okay. We often get blocked up, but we can now clear the space. But it's just driving forward from this heart space of inner knowing. I'm letting it carry me into my magic. As I say that, I feel all the fairies being like, yay, yes. We're carrying you into magic. You can tune in with these elemental realms. They're kind of like these guardians, these protective creatures and souls who exist to help us step into our sense of wonder. And that comes from the heart. I wonder what it would be like if I trusted the non-physical experience inside my body to carry me forward and create my path for me. I wonder what it would be like to deeply trust and tune in with my inner knowing on a regular basis and follow that and let it lead me into so much possibility and magic. This is the space we want you to step into and carry forward through the month of April. We know you've got this, and we are here to help you. There's so much help along this path and in this realm that you are stepping into, know that the portal has already opened and you are already there, moving through it and into it. As I said that word, I hear the angels going, "Did you hear that?" Into it, like intuitive. It's about getting into it, into that energy. It's no accident. It's no accident that that word is like that. We're getting into it, into ourselves, into that magical energy and possibility and trust and truth that is moving us forward. So become that intuit for yourself. Intuit what is showing up for you by getting into it and letting that drive you forward and move you into the place that your soul wants to be. They're saying, well, the sun may program your cells during the day, and the sun is helpful. Also go out at night. Look up at the stars. Feel that blanket of energy around you and start calling in your possibility, your magic, and your wonder. Feel the expansiveness of the universe available to you at your fingertips. Intend to connect with a higher dimensional energy. Ask it to show itself. You will experience magic. So set that intention. I will go experience the night. It's clear sky at night, whether you're connecting with higher dimensional beings or the stars themselves. Have this experience of, I'm receiving energy and information from my universe at large about who I truly am and the magic and possibility and the wonder that is available to me. And go out with that intention to experience those 3 types of energies: magic, wonder, and possibility. And you will begin to create more and more of that in your life. This black sky that you may see at night, it's just vast openness. You program your cells during the day with the sunlight to step into this higher light and bring through information. And then this vast openness in this dark sky, it's just showing you where you can light it up, where it can be lit up even more. Look what the sun does. It completely takes away the dark sky. You are that light as well, and you get to light up the world with the magic, possibility, and wonder that you get to step into. So go receive that wonder, that magic, and that possibility in the night sky, and find the crevices and the nooks and crannies in this vastness that you get to light up by being you and following your truth and the intuition of your heart. Thank you so much as we bring you so much wonder, magic, and possibility as you move forward into the month of April and into this next level and through the portal into this new realm of being. Thank you all so much for listening and being here and receiving this transmission from the angels. So I am really proud and excited to announce that Quantum Soul Academy is opening. And if you're interested in hearing more about what that is and what it entails and how it will help you, I would love to play a video, short video for you, just explaining more about that. Stay till the end of this video if you're interested in hearing more about QSA and how you can join. I hope to see you inside. It's going to be a really exciting community where we get to join together and start putting these puzzle pieces of our energetic world together. I'm so excited to bring to life and offer Quantum Soul Academy. This has been a vision for me for a long time now, and I really want to help people understand ourselves at a soul level and the quantum interworkings of the universe and our energetic history. And that's what all of this is geared toward. So there's many different levels to Quantum Soul Academy, and I want to explain exactly what they are and what's being offered right now. So here's my little marker board. So the main drag here in Quantum Soul Academy is going to be Soul University. This is the membership portion of QSA, or Quantum Soul Academy. This involves each month I will bring through a new channeled teaching about the soul, about our energetic history, about the quantum inner workings of the universe. Like I said, it'll be a channeled teaching so we can dive deeper into our understandings of how all this energetic mishmash works in our universe. Then we will go deeper, and I'm going to give you a guided channeled prompt that you will be able to discover the teaching for yourself. So you're going to be able to channel through your own information and feel it and see it for yourself. Then that will be brought home to our own journey and our own personal life through an integration meditation. The integration meditation will focus on, okay, well, what does this mean for me personally? And it will be more deeper soul discovery for yourself and who you are and how to step into that. At the end of each month, depending on which tier you choose for the membership, I will offer a live Q&A with me where you can ask questions more about the teachings, insights that you've received, and we might even tune into stuff together. And then, of course, there's a community portion to this in the membership, and you'll get to interact with other like-minded souls, other people who are on this journey, other people who are discovering and diving into more of who they are and helping each other. So the community is going to be really important as well. So this is what's offered in the membership portion, and that's what's open right now. It's called Soul University, and it is a part of Quantum Soul Academy. So again, this is something that you pay monthly for, and you'll receive new content each month as I build out this library of teachings and discovery meditations. Now, there are other portions to Quantum Soul Academy that are coming in May and June, and these are courses. These are self-paced, self-guided courses that you'll have access to for a period of time. You do not have to be a part of this membership in order to be a part of one of these courses. These courses are called Soul Language and Soul Mission Circle. They are here to help you step even deeper into discovering your spiritual gifts, what your soul is here to do at this time, the mission it's here to step into to help build out New Earth, and how you're here to serve. It's going to do a lot of deep soul discovery into past lives, into healing trauma and blocks from this lifetime. I teach you how to channel. I teach you how to read energy of other people and do readings, how to work with different aspects of your intuition and understand how your intuition comes through for you. So, and so much more. And there are private communities also within each of these course spaces that you can interact with people who are just in these courses. Now, if you just join the course in QSA, that's totally fine. But if you would like, you can join the membership, and people who are members of Soul University who are in the, receiving the channel teachings each month, you'll receive discounts and codes and coupons when the course is open so that you can get it at a discounted rate. So that's a benefit to also being part of Soul University. If not, it's okay. You can just choose a course that's under one of these course umbrellas when those open. This will make sense when we get in there. I don't want to make this sound complicated, but Quantum Soul Academy is going to be a huge space with offerings available to help you have major soul growth and step into your soul's power. We are here at a really incredible time where we're learning who we truly are and stepping back into that power so that we can create this new earth. And when we're each in our power, we then become the puzzle pieces for each other, and we fit together. It's like we create our own grid. And when everyone's in their power, we're on this equal playing field, and we can find each other so that we can start creating and building and helping each other step up into these levels together. So I'm really passionate about helping people step into who they are. You don't need me, you need you. So I hope that you can join me right now for the membership. If not, then I hope to see you in May or June when the course is open, and developing your soul growth even further in those spaces as well. So for now, join me in Quantum Soul Academy for Soul University, which is the membership portion. And let's dive in to our quantum universe and go to the university of our soul to help grow and understand all of our energetic history so we can activate and bring our truth back online. I'll see you inside.